At my sister's housewarming, my family tried to take my vacation home. When I refused, Dad slapped me and everyone cheered, but what I did next wiped the smiles off their faces. I am 33, single, and I do not have children. It is not because I cannot have them, and it is not because I do not want them. It just hasn't happened yet. Instead, I have focused on my career, I travel often, and 5 years ago, I bought a small but beautiful vacation home. That house is my peace, my retreat, and the place where I feel safe. My younger sister, Tara, is 31. She has 3 kids and a husband who rarely works. She has a habit of expecting everyone to help her, and my parents always enable it. Over the years, I have given them more than anyone knows. I helped furnish Tara's house when she complained about the kids not having beds. I even contributed to her down payment because she cried about money. I have paid my father's bills, given my mother thousands, and co-signed loans that they could not handle on their own. They act like I owe them everything simply because I am the one without a family. That night, I arrived with my dog, Murphy, and a thoughtful gift. I congratulated Tara, played with her kids, and tried to enjoy myself. But then the atmosphere changed. As I stepped onto the patio with Murphy, my mother called out, "We need to talk as a family." I turned back confused and saw everyone gathering inside. My parents were there, Tara and her husband, even a few aunts and uncles who rarely show up. Tara sat with a smug smile that sent a chill through me. My mother spoke first. She said, "You are not using that vacation home. You live alone. You have no children. Don't you think it is time to give something back to your family?" Before I could respond, Tara added, "We need more space. Your house would be perfect for weekend trips. The kids would love it." At first, I laughed, thinking they were joking. I said, "That is my property. I am not giving you my house." But my father exploded. His face turned red as he yelled, "You do not even have a family. You are just a barren waste. You are hoarding a house while your real family struggles." My mother screeched, "Keep walking your damn dog while we raise the next generation." Tara grinned and said cruelly, "About time the family disappointment paid up." I felt like the room was closing in on me. I tried to leave, but before I could take another step, my father's hand struck my face hard. The sound echoed, my cheek burned, and I stumbled back. What happened next broke something inside me forever. They cheered. Someone actually clapped. I looked around the room, searching for anyone to help me, but no one moved. My cousins looked away. My sister looked satisfied. I left without saying a word. I drove home with Murphy curled up in the back seat, whimpering. My cheek was swollen. My heart was shattered, but my mind was clear. They had crossed a line that could never be repaired. And that night, I made a phone call. A call to someone who owed me a favor. A call that would change everything. When I got home, I sat in the dark with ice pressed to my face. I didn't drink, I didn't cry. I just replayed their words over and over. They had tried to humiliate me, to strip away my dignity, to take the house I worked so hard for. But what they forgot was that I am not weak anymore. I have receipts, contracts, emails, and screenshots. And I have a lawyer named Jacob, who is not only brilliant, but also a friend. I told him everything. The money I had given my parents. The loans I had paid off. The down payment I contributed to Tara's house. The way they betrayed me. He listened carefully and then asked me 2 questions. Do you want silent revenge or total destruction? And are you ready for them to hate you forever? Without hesitation, I said, total destruction. And yes. By the next morning, documents were ready. A demand for repayment of the money I gave my mother. A lien against Tara's house for the down payment. A cease and desist for harassment and assault, backed with photos of my bruised face and witness messages from cousins who quietly apologized to me after the party. By noon, the papers were served. Tara called me 30 times. I did not answer. My mother tried, saying, "How dare you bring legal matters into family business?" I sent a voice note back. "You wanted me to give up my house. Now I am taking yours." Then I blocked them all. The consequences were immediate. The bank froze Tara's mortgage after discovering my contribution had been used illegally. Renovation stopped. Furniture deliveries canceled. The dream house she showed off at her party turned into an empty shell. Meanwhile, my father faced assault charges. His mugshot appeared online. His reputation collapsed overnight. And finally, Jacob sent documentation to the IRS. Tara had written off the money I gave as a business expense. Within weeks, an audit began. Their finances fell apart. By the end of the month, Tara and her family lost their house and moved back in with my parents. But without my financial help, my parents' life fell apart too. Bills went unpaid. Credit cards defaulted. They even sold my mother's jewelry. While they drowned in chaos, I took Murphy and a new rescue dog named Toby to my vacation home, the place they tried to steal from me. I lit fires at night, read books, painted, and finally felt free. For the first time in my life, I put myself first. Let them say I went too far. Let them gossip that I tore the family apart. What they never saw was the teenager who worked 2 jobs so Tara could go to prom. What they never saw was the woman who paid off my father's debts quietly, who handed over savings without a word. They only saw a childless woman with a house they believed they deserved. But this time, I did not break. This time, I chose me. And it was the best decision I ever made. Drop a comment if you have ever been the one expected to sacrifice everything for your family. Tell me where you're watching from. Like, if you believe boundaries are not betrayal. Subscribe for more stories like this one.